Nice. So you guys have 3 days in hyperspace before you drop out outside of the territory of the ISC. So if there's anything particular you guys want to do in those 3 days, or we can just go past it.
I think Kihrin wants to have a chat with the crew about what type of pirates we're going to be. Like, we're going to be like the good pirates where we like take like the fuel we want but leave them with a little bit so they're not just like drifting in space, right?
Depends entirely on their heresy.
Okay, so not counting Canen, we're going to be like the good pirates that like leave them with a little bit of fuel.
I think we should make sure that everybody has a good time, man.
Okay.
Right, I'm on board with that.
Except the heretics.
Perun believes in equitable distribution of goods.
I'm on board
If
with
we
that.
have little and they have a lot, then we put it all together and split it evenly.
What if we had a lot and they had little? Would we then need to give up?
Then we don't stop.
No, we just tell them we have a lot less.
Right.
Okay.
Good method.
Cool.
And here we see the issues with communism.
Yeah.
I literally just wrote, what kind of pirates will we be? Perun, corrupt communists.
Thanks all. This has been our TED Talk.
I think we just need to take a tithing. So, every ship we see, we just take 20% and move on to the next one. But not before we, disable their weapons.
I believe the most
Because-
economic way to do this would be to take the most amount we could without stranding those aboard and hope that we have to stop few ships.
Okay, so we go in, we take out one, leave no survivors, and then we have what we need.
Right, I'm on board with that too. All these ideas sound great.
All right.
That is not what Gearz said.
I think Gearz is on my page. I don't think we need to kill anybody to take fuel.
I think I heard what you heard.
Okay. How about, oh my god, poetic. How about we put them in the shitter and turn the power off?
Well, very thematic, yes.
Can we leave a way for them to turn the
enjoy
power
that.
back on eventually?
Okay, we rig up a timer.
Yeah.
You can do that. Yes, Gearz?
I can set up a timer. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I assume.
All right, so we put them in with a bunch of Hostess cupcakes in the shitter and shut it up, and then we leave.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm on board for that.
I'll be down in the cargo bay practicing my kick flips. I whip out my hoverboard and just kind of zoom up.
Why did I get a hoverboard?
You have a hoverboard?
What's going on here?
Yes, it's been on my back the whole time.
What? I have so many
We're going to
questions.
watch just Marty McFly on steroids in the future.
Well, I'm going to go watch him do some sick kickflips while we pass the time here. Amazing. So, like I said, yeah, you guys have, I guess that was like one of the discussions during one of the days that you guys have. Yeah, unless there's anything else pressing. Actually, let's do this. If someone would like to roll a D10 for me for your hyperspace travel.
We'll do it.
Actually, I was going to say, like, dropping in and out of hyperspace doesn't use up more fuel, does it? Like, we could, like, drop out, like, once a day or something?
Yeah, you could drop out and jump back in.
Okay, so why don't we drop out every day until we see, drop out, kind of coast for, a couple of hours until we maybe perhaps come upon some low-hanging fruit or, like the injured bison or whatever. And, if we can't find any of that, we just jump right back in.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You guys, so your first day, you guys drop out. Okay, so ignore the D10. Ignore the D10 roll. Make a like a sensor. What is it? The sensor suite?
Oh yeah, sensor suite.
If I can help, I will. But again, I'm clueless.
I actually want
Okay,
to try to do something as well when we drop out.
Yeah, go.
Canen's going to find a bright corner to sit in, and he's going to meditate and try to sense. He's going to try and sense heresy.
I like it.
I imagine he's trying, in his mind's eye, he's trying to picture the darkest place near them, because that's where he would believe the most heresy would lie.
All right. Make an occult check, or religion, I guess, one of those two, whichever.
When do my PowerPoints reset?
Great question. I'm sure I have the answer here somewhere. Power.
I'll make a faith check.
Or when do I get my juice back?
8. 8 faith.
8 faith. So you're trying to,
I'm essentially trying to find pirates through religion, or find people to rob by praying.
Interesting. I like it. So you close your eyes and you're sitting I think the cafeteria is probably the the brightest place on the ship, and you just kind of start meditating, and you get a sense of that overwhelming black void that was out there when you jumped into hyperspace, and that weird kind of vision dream that you had, and then landing on Dithyl Core and seeing Protocol Infiat, this kind of malleable black ooze that can apparently program itself and change its element more or less. And you kind of start thinking about all of that, all of those things that have been happening. And then you open your eyes and Isaac's standing there with a coffee in front of you. You taking a nap? We got bunks.
Yes, Isaac, I was napping.
What are you trying to do?
Please get away from any electronics with the coffee in your hand.
What? I'm not going to spittle my coffee anywhere. I need this to live. It's vital.
It seems like you have a track record with spilling your coffee.
I don't think I spilled my coffee yet. Here, on this particular ship, for example.
You may have mentioned a past with it.
Oh, that was a fella I met once on a different ship.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Please get out of my sight.
All right. See you later. You get a sense that your search for the heretic was a success.
He's drinking a black coffee, isn't he? It's the darkest point in the ship.
He immediately trips and spills on. He jinxed me. Who's going to fix this panel down here? I think it's loose. I think that's what happened. The sensor suite. I guess that would be. I'll leave it up to you if you want to do electronics or hacking for the sensor suite check.
I think I would like to. I know I could probably just ask the ship to do it, but I get a +4 if I hack it myself. So
yeah. The ship is just a flat D10.
Okay. So.
Kihrin is just going to be like that emo kid with one headphone in, plugged into his Prism device all the time, everywhere.
Sitting in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an 8.
8. Nice. 8 is a success and a raise. Yeah, you guys drop out of hyperspace and you enable the sensor suites to search for just nearby ships and the like. And you instantly, with an 8, you instantly find you get a ping on the local kind of radar in the system that you guys dropped out into. Actually, I'll move the ship. Where am I? Boop, boop, boop. I'll move the ship back. one space to here, let's say. And actually, it would have been up here because you guys moved 3 spaces. Yeah, you get like a little ping that there's a nearby ship.
Okay. I'm going to put it through the PA system. Target acquired. How are we ensuring compliance?
I thought we were going to kill them all and take their loot. Wasn't that the plan?
No.
We haven't thought this through, have we?
The wounded wing scenario always worked best for me.
I have an idea. How about we put out a distress signal and turn off everything on the ship?
Yes, that's the wounded wing. Oh, I'm hurt, help me. And then you'll smash.
I thought you meant to shoot them and wound their wing.
No, you have the wounded wing.
Why would we shoot our own ship?
It's deception.
So are we are we in or out of hyperspace?
You guys are in just like normal space right now.
So if we can see them, they can probably see us?
More than likely, something like that.
Okay.
If
and we're a fully operational ship right now?
Yep.
Okay.
But we just came out of hyperspace.
Yes.
Yep.
So perhaps we were having issues in hyperspace and dropped out, and then our ship fucked off.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, that's not even lying. Like, we're running out of gas, so... This makes me feel way better about this.
Coming through with the real slick honesty. All right.
Like
Then I guess Gearz will go for it. And yeah, okay. Gonna disable both engines, send out a distress signal saying something vague about our core having trouble.
Have the transmission cut in and out.
Yeah. Isaac's there hitting a kill button. Right, this will be really convincing. I like this.
If you attempt to contact us, we are on channel Evan.
Yeah, I think you guys. I think that's like a real item, but like a beacon. But I think you guys, whatever. I imagine ships have built in.
I feel like the sensor suite, maybe, or
Yeah. I mean, I'm hardly going to get hung up about it, but I think that's a real item, though. But yeah, you guys kill power to the engine. And you send out a distress message, and you see the little bloop on the radar change its course and starts heading in your direction. A couple hours go by. Well, as you know, they're making their way towards you guys. Canen, you get a blip on your prism device as an incoming message has come through for you. Yeah.
I listened to the message.
Okay, you open it up and Sorry, I wrote a bunch of stuff and I just decided to skip most of it. That's what I always do. I'm like, fuck all this shit.
I press fast forward on the, on the voicemail.
This is a message from Lieutenant Astonian Saika of the Solus Castellans. Where was I? He's an older man. His face is kind of like scarred from, years in the military and wars within the systems and stuff like that. He survived the last galactic war where the GAC and the Sun's Unity came together to attempt to crush the rebels who would ultimately form the Interstellar Systems Collective. There was deceit among the ranks of the final days of that war, and so it was kind of all cast in confusion and a lot of pointless death as networking errors caused GAC and the Sun's Unity to fire nuclear missiles without their commands. absolutely decimating an incredible amount of both sides' forces. It was rumored that someone inside the GAC had been paid off by an interstellar agent and handed over the sensitive galactic network information. From there, a highly experienced hacker would have spent probably a couple of days breaking the code and safety protocols and then utilizing the massive weapons of destruction for their own need. But General Saika looks a little tired. Heavy wrinkles are kind of set in his forehead and cheeks. A thick gray mustache sitting below his absolutely shattered nose from years on the battlefield. And his heavy dark eyes gaze into the hologram recording device as his quiet but vigilant voice pours through. Ambassador Silverhorn, glad to see you're alive. We weren't entirely sure if that last transmission you sent us was in fact you or someone posing as you to lure our forces into an ambush. You're doing us a mighty fine service sending us sensitive information like that. There are a few things I need to know and a few things you'll have to take care of. First and foremost, we will require you to return to New Chimera. We will need first-hand accounts of what you experienced, and we will download that information stored between your suit and your prism device. Secondly, you are to bring in the heretics you have no doubt already imprisoned. They will be questioned for the destruction of the Malai 5 station, where our High Ambassador was striking a new peace deal with the GAC. We find ourselves in a very unfortunate position because of that attack. Lastly, I require any documented proof to be sent via a secure line. Don't think for a moment your hard work won't go without the light from Sol, soldier. I'm fronting the investigation, and thus any vital information will come through me from here on out. We've plotted a Sun Unity checkpoint along a hyperdrive route for you to check in, refuel, restock on your transition towards our base of operations. I expect to receive a reply swiftly after you receive this message. By the light of Sol, may it continue shining upon your shoulders, Ambassador Silverhorn. General Saika, signing off. And the hologram cuts to like a floating emblem of your order within the Sun's Unity, kind of rotating in place for a few moments before freezing with the end of the message.
I'm just going to close out of it and ignore it for the time being.
Okay.
Canen doesn't really know how to feel about his the people on board who are fringing on heresy.
Isaac's there mopping.
With one exception. Does it say where the where the stop would be?
It's like a plot. So there are multiple stations. You kind of see the course plotted out there. It's like a cutting out of the interstellars, going around the east. If you look at the map, the east side of the Caesar, and then heading towards Sun's Unity that way. And there are multiple like little points along the way.
Okay, so like if I wanted to, I would know where they said to stop.
Yeah, you can see like all the little designated areas where you would drop out of hyperspace, coordinates and all that, leading you back to New Chimera.
Okay.
Like I said, a couple hours pass. Isaac's like watching Perun and do kickflips on his hoverboard. He's like, right, that is sick. I'm going to record this one I'm going to get down low, and then I'm going to record this on my prism while you do, and you'll do it, jump over these crates here. It'll be sick. We'll make
put some badass tunes to it and make sure slow-mo is on.
Oh, I'll do that. I think my comms is on that radio station. I'll just hold it really close to the phone. I think that'll work, right? I'm not an expert.
Yes. It will be excellent.
A couple hours go by and you see the a sort of larger ship, like in size wise, it's only like one size kind of bigger than yours, which, you know, certainly says a lot in terms of space ships. It obviously has like more storage and blah blah blah, but you watch the ship kind of approach slowly, and then it kind of like drifts around, kind of like they're doing their own scans, basically.
Oh yeah, what happens if the ship is better than ours? Are we married to this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
as you would.
Yeah.
we could always say we got things working again. Can we see the ship like through a porthole or something in the ship?
The only windows are at the front of the ship, but you guys have screens with cameras that you can navigate with and take a look.
Okay, all this stuff is still on.
The sensors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Main screen turn on.
I imagine you obviously didn't cut everything because life support and all that shenanigans would be.
No, I just made it look like our do we have a reactor core? Like our thing that makes the power for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The turbo encabulator.
Yeah. The turbo encabulator is it's powered off currently.
And the microverse battery.
Yes. Yeah, the polarity has been reversed.
Yeah.
You guys see the other ship starts to engage to actually connect their airlock towards you guys, and then you feel like as your ship kind of shunts a bit in space as their airlocks were being connected.
Canen, wearing his big golden gleaming suit, is going to wait at the door. Like, here's the door, here's Canen.
I love it. Yeah, you guys, Canen, you're kind of waiting there, and you see like a little green light, which means that it was a successful interlock. Like both ships are now connected, and there's atmosphere in the airlocks, so it's safe to open.
I'm going to like make sure that a manual lock on the inside of the door is locked, and I'm going to on the comms ask Gearz to do a quick scan of the ship if she can. They can.
Yeah. Okay.
We really should have talked this through. Perun's in the medical bay, laying down on the fucking gurney, and he's taking his knife and like ripped like a 2-inch like gash in his arm.
Isaac's are trying to bandage you. He's like, I told you maybe jumping over 8 of those crates was a bad idea, but you live and learn.
Wounded wing.
Okay, so if Gearz wants to scan that ship that just docked with us, do I have to roll anything or?
Yeah, I guess this would be whatever you rolled last time for your sensor suite. What are you looking for in particular?
I just want to get a summary of the ship. Like, is it a cargo ship? Is it a fighting ship? Is it like clearly a pirate ship? Like, are we being thwarted?
Right.
How many people are on board?
What's the vibe? Yeah.
What's the vibe? Totally kill the vibe.
Oof. Still a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't sense any life forms on board. It seems like the ship is like a cargo, like a carrier mostly.
Okay.
It is outfitted. It's got weapons, and you can see its shields are online as well.
But like within reasonable.
What's that?
Sorry, like within reason. Like nothing's too weird about it.
Yeah, nothing like it seems like
Okay.
it's functioning. It's a functional ship.
Cool.
You don't get exact quantities of what's on board, but you get the kind of the big details, more or less.
But there's no one on board?
It didn't return any life signs.
But there's people in the... Can I tell how many people are in the airlock?
Give me Canen, give me a notice check since you're you're like face and eyes right to the glass.
Ooh, 5.
5. That's a success. You don't see anyone as you kind of cup your eyes. You don't really see anyone through the glass on their side.
All right.
I'm going
Gearz will
to
have
bang my fist.
Broadcasted.
Oh, sorry.
Gearz will have broadcasted the information about the ship, just like succinctly,
Cool.
including no life forms.
Kanen's gonna like knock on the door and say, "Something's wrong with the door here. Who's on the other side? We can't make any readings at the moment."
Oh, okay. You're doing like the local kind of comms for the airlock. Cool.
Yeah.
You do that. You send that message, and you don't get a response.
All right. Kanen's gonna take out his chain sword and open the door.
Hang on. Before he does that, Perun in the room now is like, what are the chances that their wounded wing us and just in case, and he's gonna
and they're just doing it better than we are.
Yes. So he's gonna kind of like his hands will kind of like crackle a little bit, and he's gonna reach out on the chainsword and cast smite on it.
Ooh.
Canen drops his chain sword. Just turns and looks at Perun.
Listen. Yeah. It's good. It's very good.
What is this heresy?
We've been through this. It's not heresy. It's electric.
Kanen's going to very gingerly reach down and pick up the chain sword and just kind of.
You love
at
the
it.
lights, and electricity make the light. So now I make your sword electric. So your sword is the light bringer.
Canen absolutely loves this idea. Just without even looking, just opens the fucking door, swings it open, and is just ready to fucking go.
As soon as Gearz sees the airlock door opening, they're gonna seal the bridge.
Okay. Are you inside the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. So Gearz locks themselves into the bridge. Liv is going to follow the boarding party. Isaac is going to trail. He's like, I'll be in the back. Maybe I'll keep an eye out from back here. Kihrin, what are you doing?
He'd be going with the boarding party too, but he's like full Robin Hood, like hood up, bandana on, goggles covering his eyes.
I like it.
It's like nobody's gonna know it's me on this shit.
You guys walk through the airlock and you see it's a pretty large airlock. This seems like a proper cargo ship, whereas you guys have like your ship has been modified, so it's a smaller amount of space to load things. This seems like a full few meters for loading doors. And you walk inside, you walk into like the cargo area, and it's you guys just kind of take a look around. The initial thing you see is it's mostly empty. There's kind of one container in the center and a couple of containers off to the side, but you see two. It's kind of a similar layout. There's a staircase at the far end that kind of goes upstairs, and you see obviously the doors continue straight ahead, but also left and right upstairs are more doors above kind of the cargo bay floor, and that's kind of what you're met with. None of the doors are open, but that's what you see.
Seeing that the other side is empty, Kanen's going to go back inside of our ship and grab something that's like metal or, rigid, not like a wooden crate or anything, and put it in the door just in case it were to shut behind us or something. Like if they somehow were able to shut it on us.
Isaac sees you do that. He's actually going to make a. He's going to attempt. I'll do it on here. He's going to attempt to do a hacking check. Boop 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 boop. Here we go. Hack. Ooh. Damn, Isaac.
Wow.
Isaac hops around to the panel and takes off that, again, that kind of thing, the small little magnetized device he wears underneath kind of his hair, and then plops that onto the panel on their side of the ship. And you see him kind of like, his eye is like reading through information. And he's kind of like typing. He's not actually touching anything, but you can see he's navigating, and he looks, he's like, right, well, that should prevent it from locking us in, at least.
Was Canen blocking the door to their ship or the door back into our ship?
Like their door, sorry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he did their side, so you guys can't be, surprised and locked inside.
So there's nothing around.
I think Kihrin would head towards the...
What's that, Kihrin?
Sorry, I was going to say Kihrin would head towards the stairs and like stealthily make his way up to see if anybody was coming down or coming from any of the other directions.
Okay, yeah, give me a stealth roll. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to ask Isaac if he can... Sorry, go ahead, Perun.
No, who's all on the boarding party? Is it Canen, Kihrin, and Perun?
And Isaac and Liv are there.
Okay.
Actually, Liv is going to hang back. Liv is going to stay back on navigation.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Isaac
That's
if he can see anything about the ship when he jacks in.
He's like, oh, right. Yeah, good call. And he'll do another check because this is technically a different thing. Here we go.
Nice.
Still success. It's like, right. Yeah, doesn't look like there's any reported life signs on board. I more or less confirms what our android told us.
Well, perhaps there's androids online. I don't know if that would detect them or not.
Yeah, it might not. Harder to detect AI.
I'm going to cast armor on myself, and I'm going to crack out the knuckles and kind of light them up.
Oh, sorry, 6. You said Kihrin, was it?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's a success. You kind of like stick to the shadows. It's pretty dimly lit. There's like one like reddish light above, and it's kind of like giving a bit of light. It doesn't really do much. So you kind of stick with the shadows as you navigate around like one of the crates and then head up the stairs. There's one door that leads further into the ship, and then left and right up the stairs, there's 2 more doors. So 3 doors total. If you think about it, there's a north and an east and a south door. And the east one is the one that continues further into the ship.
Okay, I think Kihrin would walk up to that door and see if it's unlocked or if it'll open at all.
You hit the panel and the door opens, and it looks like there are two stairs going down and then another door ahead of you.
Okay, Kihrin would just pass that on to everybody else and wait there at that point.
Yeah.
Do we see any like symbols or anything around? Like, is there anything in this room at all like that we could take or that would otherwise identify the ship?
Yeah, there are a bunch of like crates and stuff like that.
I'm gonna crack open a crate.
Yeah, give me like a notice check.
4.
4 is a success. It looks like the one crate you crack open, it looks like parts like salvaged goods. So you see like a lot of electronics and panels that are kind of placed in, and, you know, all the wires are just kind of there. It looks like whatever this ship was doing, it was salvaging something.
That doesn't instill confidence.
There's no identifying mark on the crate. It's just like a standard, like it's like a green crate with like heavy locks on the front, and then, you know, handles for two people to. It's probably about 6 feet. 2 people could probably pick it up. You know what I mean?
So Perun could pick it up. I'm going to.
My internet shut down real quick and came back on. I don't know if you heard me, but I said right before we went in, I popped off my knuckles and I cast protection on myself.
Oh, okay, sick.
Okay.
Did you have to roll for that, right? Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, no, when I was pulling up the character sheet, that's when like all your videos went. I think my internet shut off for a split second.
Oh, I got you. Cool. Yeah, if you want to roll your weird science. Hey,
It's coming
look
up.
at that.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
My God.
Oh, man.
Whoa. Ah.
That is some fucking weird science.
I don't know what happened because nothing's happening on my Foundry page. So what did I
You
roll?
rolled 3 6s and a 1.
You rolled 19 total.
Okay.
What does that do on a raise?
My toughness now is 14.
Jesus. Oh yeah, everyone has their. I assume you guys are back in
16.
your normal armor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I apologize. 16.
16? Jesus Christ! Isaac's in a spacesuit. He's got his helmet closed. It's like, is the atmosphere breathable?
I am going to say,
Oh yeah.
I asked for clarification earlier, but Gearz, once everyone was on the other ship, would have taken control of the airlock back into our ship. So it wouldn't automatically open for them.
Oh, okay, cool. And you guys all have comms devices, so you can communicate back and forth with the ship, your ship, you know what I mean? And stuff like that.
I'm going to walk up to where Kihrin is and just walk right past him and go on in.
Okay, if you walk past Kihrin, there's 2 sets of stairs that look like they go down, but then the middle section continues to like another door.
I will open the door.
As you hit the panel to open the door, it looks like a navigation room. There's a giant astrogation control panel in the center, but then unlike the Lizzie, there's actually 4 stations in here that look like some of them might be weapons. At like a cursory glance, you assume that they're for navigating and weapons control and stuff like that. But it's a fairly sizable control room.
Can I go to the astrogation station and see where it was going, what it was doing?
Ooh, yeah. Give me, I guess, like a smarts or electronics.
How about an astrogation check?
Or you can do astrogation if that worked. Yeah, same difference.
2.
Brutal. You walk up and it's powered off.
Well, fuck, I don't know how to turn that on. There's nothing else in this room, no other doorways.
There's another door further on if you were to keep walking straight, like around, if you went around the astrogation and kept going, there's another door further.
I'm going to just go on the comms and ask if everybody could come along. And I'm going to go up to the next
behind
door.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, Kihrin would have followed it immediately too.
I'm going to go up to the next door.
Like, I'm so close that if anything does jump out, like I'm going to get right in front of you. Like I'm not good at looking, but I'm really good at taking hits. So
Okay.
if something pops
16.
out, I'm probably gonna grab. Yeah, plus my energy knuckles give me an additional +4 to my parry.
Holy shit, son. That's wild. Isaac kind of hangs out in the little like entryway where it's between two rooms, if that, you know what I mean, like where the two staircases going down. He's kind of in that area. You walk up to the only other door in this particular area, and it is you go to hit the panel and it doesn't respond.
I'm gonna just like knock on the door and ask if there's anybody in there. Like, hello?
You knock on the door and you don't hear anything.
Perun, do you think you could force this door open?
Perun, man, I just kind of like give a little flex, and my cyberwares kick in, and you kind of see like the neck muscles just kind of like bulge out. I would very much like to force my way into the door, please.
Yeah, I guess let's do a strength roll. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a -4 because it's like an electronically sealed door.
So -3 because I'm 12 plus 1.
Sure.
All right. So let's click off. Where we to? Trait roll modifier. Can I just say no? Because that won't explode.
You can click -1 and -2.
Yeah.
You can click two of them.
Okay, so I'm going to click +1 and then -4. All right. And now
crashes the game. Oh no! What do you mean +1 and -4?
No, this isn't the Savage Worlds website.
Yeah.
A 4 is a success. Wait,
Nice.
did that? Hold on now. Let me make sure. +1, -4. Math is weird. Yeah. Wait. You rolled a 6. -3 would be 3. I think it got fucked up here somehow.
Trait modifier 1 and then another +1.
Yeah, so you roll a 6 on your 12-sided dice, and then the total would have been -3. So it would have been a 3. So you go to try to force the door.
What? Well, where's the 4 coming from?
The -4 is like a tough, that's.
Your +1 was already in it.
Sorry, what was that?
His
so is my
+1
strength
was already
already
included.
a 12 plus 1, and then when I do my cybernetics, it becomes a +2? Is that what it is?
Maybe. Let me look at your cybernetics. I'm sure it's going to tell me to go read a fucking manual.
Because I don't think my cybernetics is active all the time. I feel like I have to turn it on and off.
It could be like that. My shield is like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I'll help Perun, and then he'll have a 4.
He'll have a 4. Perfect. Yeah, that works. You either way, you pry open the door with the help of Canen. Canen like wedges his new lightsaber into the gap.
Yes.
And you manage to like pry the door open against the motors, and you see a soft glow, and it looks like this is the piloting area.
There's no one in here?
Izek.
And there's no one there.
Does Izek have like a little does he have a little chippy bug that we can plug in and he can do his thing?
Isaac comes he comes over comms. He's like, is there anything gonna jump out at me in there?
It hasn't come out at us yet.
All right, I'm coming in. And he he's like hopping gently.
Kihrin would go meet him halfway and escort him back.
Right, appreciate that. So what does he want Isaac to do?
Can I do a quick notice check inside here? Even I am god awful at notice checks, but
Yeah, go
can I
ahead.
just do a notice check? After I call Isaac up saying nothing's in here, I would then like to do a notice check.
Okay. Hey,
ooh, look at
nice.
that explosion.
7. Why is it?
No, it's a 6. I have a -1.
Oh, brutal. Oh, yeah, right. It's still a success. Yeah, it looks like everything is kind of shut off. It's in like a standby state, but you don't see anything, any kind of construct or person or whatever. And Isaac kind of walks in. He's like, "Oh, why did they connect to us and then turn off?" It's kind of confusing.
Lieb, are you watching the door to the ship? Is anyone boarding us?
Oh, Gearz would be watching the camera.
Yeah, and I think, Gearz, you closed the airlock, right?
I did, and I took, Gearz is the only one who can open the door to our ship right now. I took complete control of the bridge.
Okay.
I
Never mind, just being
didn't tell
paranoid.
anyone that, though. Gearz did not communicate that.
Okay. Yeah, Perun, Gearz confirms that they're watching the door, so.
Okay, never mind.
Isaac's gonna fiddle with the control panel to see if he can figure out what's going on there. Where am I? But while he's like, right, this might take me a minute. Well, he succeeds. He plants the magnetic chip down, and he kind of starts sitting, he sits in the pilot chair and kind of is looking. He's like, right, I'm gonna have to boot this up, I guess, because everything seems to be shut down currently. Just kind of emergency power, emergency lighting.
On that notice check, are there any turrets up in corners? Is there anything that when power comes on they would kind of kind of hone in on us?
Right. You don't see turrets, but you do see a one security camera up in the corner. In this particular area, in the piloting area.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna whip out my pistol and take a shot at it to take it off.
Okay. Yeah. Make a shooting check. Ooh.
Goddamn.
Ooh. Yeah. No trouble at all. You just quickly.
I walk into the room looking straight ahead, whip out the pistol, just kind of no look up in the top corner, take out the fucking.
Isaac jumps. Jesus Christ! Would you give a bit of warning before you fire a fucking gun on a goddamn ship?
Do your techie thing. I do the shooty thing.
Perun!
Right, well, I'll continue doing my techie thing while you go shoot the ceiling.
It was a camera.
Oh, right. Yeah, it
Perun
was a
takes
camera.
his privacy very seriously.
Yes. Isaac's
big brother.
Isaac's working on getting the systems up.
Let's just go explore the rest of the ship. Just
Okay.
Let's have a look around.
All right.
And we'll just methodically make our way through.
Yeah, from that point, let's do this.
Perun is not smart, but he is battle smart. And since there's no life forms on board, but something did put us here, he has a pin pulled on an EMP. But he's still holding on to it.
Okay. So you just have
Wildcard!
just walking around with a cooking EMP in your
Yeah.
He did not tell Canen he did this.
That blue thing in the center, is that like a hatch?
That's the astrogation thingamajiggy.
Yes.
When the holograms come up of the stars.
Yeah, that's where all the star plots and stuff go. The area again in the center is kind of like
God,
place with
that's
the stairs. They teleport you, FYI. But downstairs,
Oh,
you
I'm
see,
downstairs.
Downstairs, you see the staircase separates. One side looks like there's like a lunch, kind of like a lunch area. Like a little Planet Colliders game off in the corner. And,
Good old Planet Colliders.
And some chairs, and everything is powered off. And even if you look at the food, it looks like it's like frozen. It's been probably cold for a while. The rest of the hall, you see just the opposite side is just
Yes.
a ton of doors just kind of down this hallway.
And no... Before I open all the doors, I'm just giving a quick knock, just so that they can say, you know, oh, I'm indecent or whatever, because Perun is a gentleman.
Yeah, you knock as you go, and you open the doors, like, and the door opens, but you see a bunch of bedrooms and a little medical facility. Who is there? Canen and Perun, just give me a notice check as you guys are poking around that area.
Okay, I will give you a notice check for what you are looking for, but I am also now going to ask if Perun can
Nice.
make a roll for...
Holy shit.
Jesus, Perun, stop it.
What's going on?
Perun can do as he fucking pleases.
So even with his -1, Perun got an 8 for whatever you were looking for, and then he wanted to look because there's all these like beds that are not being used,
Yeah.
and like if there's like a particularly like fluffy like a memory foam pillow, like something that's really going to help him out with like, you know, his neck.
Canen wants to look for any medical supplies we could take.
Yeah,
I guess that's important too.
make a check as well.
I did. I got a 5.
Kihrin, what are you up to while they're doing that?
He was going back to check the other doors.
Okay, yeah. In the cargo area, you do see again. There's like the north and south door off of the upstairs portion of the cargo bay.
Yes. Are they locked?
When you approach one and you hit the button, it opens for you.
Okay, so I would like to open the north door. Thank you.
Yeah. You, as you go through, it looks kind of like a small hallway, and you open the door and you see, looks like kind of some supplies there as well. If you want to do a notice check, also, and then I'm going to go in reverse order.
Oh, okay.
Perun opens the door to what clearly looks like a bathroom and immediately shuts the door.
Perun and Canen, you guys spot at the end of this hallway is like a little set of stairs, and you see like a bulk door, like another airlock that looks like it was once connected to an escape pod. And as you peer through the glass, you're just looking into space. You know, you can see like the Lizzie through the window. Like if you kind of like look, you can see, you know, the lizard wizard is out there somewhere. But it looks like an escape pod has been launched at some point from it. Canen, medical supplies. Yeah, you find a what did you roll? Was it a 5?
5.
Nice. 5 is a success. You find, let's see, 4 things of like medical gel.
Cool.
And they get 10 applications each, so that's pretty nice.
Oh god.
Perun rolled an 8 on his notice. Did he find anything beneficial?
You definitely find your fluff. One of the beds seems almost unused. A lot of the other beds look, with an 8 has a raise as well, so some of the beds look like they were used fairly recently. The one you find looks like maybe no one was using it at that point in time.
Okay.
All these rooms actually have portholes as well in this area. Gearz. Oops. What did I just do?
Oh, sorry. I was just going to pipe up to Isaac. Isaac!
Isaac.
Perun here.
Right, yes, I was listening to music and then I got worried that everyone was on a different channel, so I started flipping through until I started hearing voices.
Can you pinpoint where I am right now on the ship?
Let me take... Yes, yeah, I can see you guys on the scanners here.
When did this ship take off, this escape pod?
Oh, right, let me look. Using his roll from earlier, he kind of pours through the system. Well, it looks like that escape pod was launched quite a while ago, actually. A couple of weeks, at least.
Okay. That doesn't make sense from what we're seeing. These beds were used very recently.
Well, that's confusing, to say the least.
Yes.
It's at this point, Gearz, you get the ship AI. Your good buddy cuts in.
Pilot, it seems that our airlock has been breached.
Okay. Direct comms link to everybody. Airlock has been breached. Airlock has been breached. And then,
that's where we're going to end our session. Hey!
No!
I rolled disgustingly well for stealth and disgustingly well for... I rolled 15 for a hacking check to get past the...
Oh my
wow.
god.
the Lizzie's airlock.
Oh my.
I'm going to be honest. Gearz wasn't even worried about other people. Gearz got real paranoid about a plague that could infect robots. And
Right.
didn't trust this empty ship and wasn't going to let you guys back on until you had sanitized yourselves.
That's great. I mean, fair call.
Now, when you say that's where we're going to end, is that where we're ending this recording, or are we going on with another episode starting now?
We're done. We're done for tonight. That's it.
Whatever.
Hey. Oh my god! Sorry, I'm reading about PowerPoints edit. Oh fuck this manual. It says it literally says PowerPoints. The cost to activate the power in PowerPoints. Fuck. Why are you doing
Don't worry
this?
about it. Don't worry about it. I'll look it up.
Like, you don't define the word. You don't put the word in the definition of the fucking word.